Well, I don't know if you heard in Alberta, around Edmonton, Red Deer, or somewhere down there. Hope Vanessa is okay, but and everybody, but a tornado touchdown, and it came across the prairies, and I'm in South Battleford, Saskatchewan right now, and I'm hunkered down behind a Chamber of Commerce Rotary Club. I went in there to have supper and possibly camp in the rest area there. But then the storm, the remnants of that tornado came through. Holy man, I should have got the camera out, but I was so concerned about, that would have made really good content, but I was so concerned that the Jeep was going to get picked up off the ground. It just shaking. And I mean, I've got the Jeep loaded down. Like, it's right now, full tank of gas, water, everything. She's full, as full as she's going to be. She's heavy. And it was just rocking it around, and felt like it was going to lift. Because you could see the clouds coming over, the front coming over. And I just went, oh my God, that's insane. And then as it drifted over, the wind, it was absolutely, all the trees were all bent over. It was crazy. I thought it was going to lift the Jeep up. And so I drove around, but the Chamber of Commerce is kind of attached to this rest area where I was, and I ate, and you see the previous video, where I'm concerned about the weather. Well, it came. I mean, it could have been worse, but it was bad, really bad. It was picked up all the dirt off the gravel roads. It looked like the apocalypse. It was crazy. And so I drove when it kind of, the worst of the wind, and it started raining, thunder, and lightning. I was hoping they were saying there was damaging hail. Fortunately, so far, I haven't got any of that. So I drove around this Chamber of Commerce, and I tucked in behind the Chamber of Commerce in this little notch back there. And it was some shelter, as long as the winds weren't strong enough to tear the roof off the Chamber of Commerce or tear the building down. It was a little better. So I gutted it out there, and this is where I'm camped. I'm going to sleep at this parking lot, this Chamber of Commerce, tucked into this little notch, because there's nowhere. I'm not. It's getting dark, and so yeah. So that was one scary experience. Holy mackerel! I thought a tornado was going to touch down. The sky looked green and black, like that greeny black, and the wind was just roaring. It was calm, just calm, and all of a sudden it came on like gangbusters, and it was intense. Like it was lifting up the back of the Jeep. It was crazy. So anyway, the skies coming now look fairly clear. So, fingers crossed that we don't get any more of that, because it's supposed to be getting better and better. So anyhow, that's the story. Yeah, I wished I kind of had got the camera, but I didn't even think about it. I was just concerned that the Jeep was going to get picked up and rolled over, because that wind was intense. And it was 2 kilometers wide that went through let's see, vehicle go by. 2 kilometers wide that went through Alberta. And it destroyed houses. And if you watch the news, it was bad. Well, we got the remnants of it here. And in Ontario too, it came through in Ontario. I'm sure that place that I was at, the OV spot, I was telling you that the storms come through there off the prairies. I bet you that was a nightmare in that spot. But anyway, Wild Bill, good night, Wild Bill over and out. That was a end of Canada day that was unreal, and lightning, and it was just crazy. Anyhow, everything's cool. Over and out.